everybody. Our scripture today is Psalm 37, verse 21. I'm reading that from the NIV. The wicked borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. We are continuing to learn from the righteous believers in Corinth on how they conducted themselves when it came to giving. We already learned that they gave themselves to the Lord first and then received the joy from the Lord to be givers. 2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 3 in the CEV says, they gave as much as they could afford and even more simply because they wanted to. One of the preaching that impacted me as a believer was from Pastor Ryan Lobsher. He was my senior pastor at the time, and he said, if your children don't have food on the table tonight, we as the church do not want your money, unless the Lord has given you clear instruction that you must come and give. This impacted me because I had a mentality to give until I am dry, to the point that my family will lack as long as we gave. This is a wrong mentality, in that God does not ask from us what He has not given us. And if we are going to raise children by telling them we don't have food on the table tonight because we gave God our last money, they are really not going to like this God. They are going to think that God is a bully who does not like children and all He is interested in is money. My mentality and understanding of giving was not out of love. It was out of fear, because I received teachings that said, God curses you if you don't give. Your commitment to God's love is shown in your giving. Your relationship with God is measured by your giving. And all that kind of guilt-tripping messages. So when Pastor Ryan said he didn't need my money if my kids don't have food or clothes to wear, I thought, this is a different teaching. Let me listen more. And I was freed from giving out of fear. And I began to learn that God wants me to give to Him as much as I can afford. And the NIV says they gave as much as they were able. The ESV says they gave according to their means. Did they pray before they gave? Of course they did. They were willing to give, yes. And the verse says they gave as much as they could afford and even more, simply because they wanted to. They were not coerced to give. They looked in their lives and said, we are going to give God the best as much as we could. God doesn't want you to sell your house or your car to give to Him and you end up in the street. If He did not speak to you about giving up your house or your car, don't do it. Give according to what you can afford and how you pray to God. God will never bully you into giving. Make a decision through prayer and on your giving. And when you do that, the Lord will enable you to give even beyond your ability, like He did with the Corinthian believers. So today, make a decision that your giving is going to start from prayer. You are not going to give out of guilt, but you're going to give out of love for the Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.